So, most of you guys know me for my YouTube tutorials, giveaways, and packs, and everything I have ever done. And some of you guys might also know me from my involvement in the development space. Well, over the last few years, I have made over 300 grand just over making stuff from Roblox. Yes, Roblox, the children game you guys know and play. And most of you guys would be wondering, how could you do the same? How could you go ahead and do all of this? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you some steps I did and what I worked on to get these results. And then I'm going to lay you out a plan on how to execute all of this. And I'll also show you where all my material and knowledge is and where I learned. So make sure to watch until the end of the video because I do have a lot of stuff for you guys here. And again, because some people were hating on some of my previous videos of me just showing all of this. For reference, this video will not teach you everything to the dot. It will not promise you anything. It will just be impossible to fit all 7 years of me actually doing Roblox development into a video or just a YouTube channel. So please just use your brains on that. This is just going to be a rough outline on what to follow. Yeah, just keeping it real so people don't go and be like, oh, but he promised to me I'll make money by the end of the video. Man, just shut up. Just watch the video and just watch all the information. Get down your notepads, put out your popcorn, and just watch this video because I do believe this video will be beneficial to you either way, like whatever, if you do decide to go ahead and start Roblox or if you are already in there or looking for more info to basically become a better developer and stuff like that. Now, as some of you guys might know, Roblox is a billion-dollar industry and there's a big reason why that is. And I'm gonna just go over some of these bullet points that I have saved for you guys right here, and I'm gonna explain to you what each of them is and what path you should take depending on your skill set and whatever you find the most passionate, whatever you're most passionate about, right? So basically, the first one we have is game creation, which is what you guys see on Roblox every day, the games that people are making. And basically these games actually have the highest return out of all of these, and they're the most profitable. Now, why is that? It's basically very simple. It boils down to the concept that these games are actually made either by solo developers or by a lot of people. So you can go into this by making a team and working a lot less, or you can actually go ahead and go on a quest of making your own solo game. And by these solo games, I do not think you guys should make anime or battlegrounds games by yourselves. Like, that's where a lot of people mess up. So a lot of people go and try to make a game by themselves, especially beginners. They go ahead and try and make anime games, they go ahead and make battlegrounds games, they go ahead and make just these anime fighting games by themselves. Like, they really think they're gonna be better than these million-dollar industries making these anime games. Like, you guys have no idea how big these development studios are. And one great example, and the guy I highly respect. So Boss Studios is owned by my friend Brandon, and he literally has a $12 million company evaluation, and you guys can see just how much these Roblox games can actually pay off. Like, these guys have a bunch of games under their belt. Yeah, they're best for long term, and these games can also be sold to investors, and we're gonna talk about that later. But basically, you can also make a game and sell it to investors, which is highly valuable because you can then just take all of the game's earnings and just like go with them, and then plus get a investment on top of that. People can also buy percentage, so people can buy 5% of your game. Let's say your game is generating about $1,000 a day, which sounds crazy to some of you guys, but these 5 to 6, 7,000 player games actually make that. It also heavily depends on how good and how well your game is monetized. So if your game is monetized really well, it's gonna do really good and it's gonna push a lot further, and it's gonna have a lot more visits and stuff like that. But basically, it does depend heavily on how good your game is monetized. But the more it's monetized, the more it's likely to earn, depending on the amount of players. So I said that average right there of 5 to 10,000 players at the moment that are active would be around $1,000 to $2,000 a day, and that's equivalent in Robux, of course, which we're going to go on to our next phase of the DevX program, where you guys can cash out that Robux, that amount of Robux into actual US dollars, which can land on your bank account, which is also crazy. If you have a lot of games and they're all generating Robux, you can all cash them out in like a single month, although it is limited to like 1 month. like once per month you can cash out your Robux, but it is also very very good. And yeah, it's very high volume. There's a lot of players entering and exiting out of your game. There's a lot of players that can potentially buy your products. And how games usually make most of their revenues through game passes and developer products, and then they do have some other minor stuff like it's premium payout, so how long premium users stay and play your game. And I believe that's basically, there's something other like ads experiences, like ads from brands inside of your game, but that's nothing compared to the developer products and game passes, which like people would spend thousands, like even especially if you can get something like a spinning system for a game and then have people spin, like especially for I don't know, you make a Naruto game, like I'm just throwing it out of the window, and then you just make a spinning system for like Sharingans, like you can literally make millions just off of that one thing, and just let alone there being like a million other things purchasable in games. So it's a very high volume. There's millions of players joining games in and out, so it's not easy to make a good quality game that will stay on the front page and actually generate this. But once you get a good hit, it's kind of like throwing darts on a board, and the more darts you hit with a bullseye, the more your chances of making a game that'll blow up. It's literally like anything else you would do. The more chances you take of throwing darts at a board, the more likely you are to hit the bullseye. And it's just that's the kind of mindset you want to have and approach while doing game creation. It's just the more games you throw out and the more quality you put into them, like you would just look at it as like what I've said, the point of throwing the dart. If your game is not good quality, if you didn't spend a decent amount of time, not saying you should take a million years, let's say you spent a good decent month of actually working on a quality game, that means your quality of your throw of the dart will actually be a lot better. So it means it has a higher probability to hit that bullseye. And of course, some people do not want to have chances at stuff. Then it's fine. You just don't want to be in this industry, and this shouldn't be for you. But if you're actually looking to go ahead and make a successful game, it's going to take a very long time. And we'll touch on that concept later on in the video a bit. Right now, I'm just talking about more of how game creation works and how you generate profits off of that. Now, the next thing we'll be moving on is the commissions. And these have the lowest returns. Basically, you guys know what the commissions are. Most of you do. If you do not know what commissions are, it's basically doing work for other people. So these game creators right here need to hire developers because they cannot do everything by themselves. That's logical. You cannot make a whole game and you cannot do everything by yourself. There's whole studios which have millions of dollars on payroll for employees, which are literally scripters, modelers, builders, etc. Commissions have the lowest return because they cannot have the earning potential that games have. There's just not that much traffic. It's just people hiring them for games for that, right? So if you go on and make a game, everyone can play. Your kids at school can play. You're like, everyone literally can play a game and everyone can spend money on it, right? It might not be them spending the money, but it might be their parents. As of commissions though, the only people that are paying you are going to be the game creators, so people that are already making these. Thankfully for this industry, there's a bunch of them. Like there's so many opportunities you can do for commissions. Like most of the money I've made throughout my journey is through commissions. I'd say more than 50-60% is what I made through commissions, and only the other smaller amounts would be the game creation and the YouTube, and then other stuff like selling packs and etc, brand deals, sponsors, blah blah blah. But the most and major amount of money I made is through commissions, which are short term and fast, as I said. And what I recommend you guys doing at first, if you're gonna go into commissions, is, again, as I said, it's doing a service for someone. Could be a scripting service, could be a building service. So you're building something, let's say a map for someone, and they pay you. That's a commission, right? So outreaching for beginners is the best. So you're gonna be going into these Discord servers and outreaching to people, DMing people like, hey, do you need this? Do you need that? DMing people who post. There's people that are gonna be posting for hire posts, so that's very important. You can even DM people like, hey, I'm a builder, I heard you need a builder for your game, blah blah blah. And a lot of people make mistakes by accepting percentage of people they do not know, and this is a very big topic I want to touch on. Basically, this makes zero sense. See, why would you accept percentage of a game, first of all, that's not even out? Second of all, you're accepting percentage from a developer who has never released the game in their entire life, and you expect not to get scammed. And this is where most people quit. Most people accept percentage or something so dumb for a game that's never been out and has never gained any success. The owner has zero track record of releasing successful games. It's someone who might be just a random guy who said, okay, I'm gonna make a Roblox game. It's my first time making one. I'm just gonna hire everyone on percentage. That's not gonna work. First of all, if you wanna make a game, but you do not have any skills, you're gonna have to spend money. Like, there's no way you're gonna hire everyone on percentage, especially if you're unknown. Now, this goes completely off the rails for someone who has made games before. If you have made 2 to 3 front page games before, you can easily make a team that's solely based on percentage because you have a hit rate. People see that you have made successful games in the past, and people will be like, yeah, I want to do percentage for this guy because this guy made a game that made $100,000. If you get what I mean, like, you need to have credibility to be doing percentage. And that's how in commissions, if you're looking for a percentage deal, you should only look for someone that's been well established and has made front page games before. And that's what I touch on so much. And again, literally, I don't think I mentioned this, but in my academy, I mentioned it through all my previous videos and all my older videos for the new audience that's not here. My academy touches down on this commissions concept a lot, and that's the biggest, I think, that's the biggest lecture we have right there, and it has over like 50 videos just on this channel alone about commissions and how you should do them. It's a very, very valuable, and I'm just touching on some concepts that we have talked about there, but basically that's what you're going to be doing for percentage. And also how you get paid is mainly through USD or Robux. If you are doing Robux, you're looking to get the DevX equivalent of this. So basically, I'll show you guys what DevX is really shortly, but basically it's like a program where you can cash out your Robux into a bank account. I think I said that, but you're mainly looking to get in paid in Robux rates, but rates that are DevX rates. So rates, so for example, if you buy 1,000 Robux, you might think that's like what, $10, but that in DevX rates, that's like $1. Like, it's so much less. So you only are getting paid in DevX equivalents. You're not getting paid in regular amounts where you would like buy Robux. And again, commissions have a lower volume. They're not as expensive as game creation because there's not that many people, but again, it can generate you a pretty good chunk of money. The price figure you see in the title, 50 to 60% of that is commissions. But again, with there's a difference between a millionaire and someone who's done 6 figures. Again, I can't speak because I'm not a millionaire off of Roblox. There's a bunch of my friends that are, but I'm working towards it, and I'm hopefully taking you guys on this journey with me, so everyone can get better and everyone can, you know, level up and get to a higher level. Now the last one, and the one that is very, very good, but it touches no certain sense in the development. Like, in the development part, it might like touch if you're a development channel, but basically YouTube videos and making YouTube videos, especially, not really for developing though, basically for gaming and funny videos of you actually recording Roblox. Like, this industry of YouTube Roblox is actually insane. Like, I know, bro, like, I know a lot of people, I can even like just go off top of my head, like million dollar net worth individuals for sure, and $1 million subscribers, people that have over millions of subs. There's people like Tapwater, with his 2 channels, Tapwater and Tappy, huge channels, like crazy amounts of ad revenue being generated there. Then also Flamingo, Creekcraft, all of those guys. You guys know most of these guys, right? These guys are the guys that have been making videos for years. Like, big respect for them. They have been grinding YouTube for years, like, and that's why I put plus 5 years right here, because you need such dedication and such skill set to get into actually making these videos consistently every single day for 5 years to actually get some good returns. And that's the reason why this is a very high return. You get paid in monetization per every video, and if you can create engaging content that a lot of people watch, they get hundreds of thousands of views, you're going to be making a lot of money. And basically, it can turn also into a passive income because you can hire an editor, so you can offload editing completely, and you can also hire thumbnail makers. So the only thing you'll be doing is giving up on ideas and making videos, just recording the videos, talking, and then just creating and generating ideas for the videos, and the only thing you're gonna have to do is press record and send the video off to editor. So it's great. And then what these guys do is they'll make a couple of channels. So a good example is what I've said, Tap Water and Tappy, and he also has a third channel called the Dev King. So he basically has three channels, which he grew to almost 1 million. And basically all three channels are creating so much money. It's because you can actually just do a couple of hours per each channel, and you can set off a work day of just recording videos. You can also pre-record videos. So if you're taking a vacation, you can just go ahead and pre-record 7 videos and have an upload for each single day, which is also pretty cool. And yeah, YouTube by its own is also a crazy way of making money, especially on the Roblox scene and Roblox content. So again, it's a very cool concept to touch upon. And these three are what I've seen to work the best. Now there's a couple of different stuff that people will do, like UGC, blah blah or whatever, but I have not heard of anything good with those. Like you can make some money, but like nothing really too crazy. Also investing and buying games, but we're not going to touch upon that too much, because investing and buying games is similar to game creation, just that you're buying a game and reworking it, or paying a team to rework it and then re-releasing it and getting some returns. So investing is also very similar. And now that I explained all of these and how they function and what path you guys should think would be the best for you, it basically comes down to the concept I wanted to talk about of time, right? So I started developing at 12 and I'm currently 20 years old, right? And again, I said, even though I don't have millions in the bank or like some of these other developers are, I'm pretty proud of what I achieved in just the 2 years of actually me trying. Now again, I have developed for almost, like I say, 7 years now, from 12, like, but that's not counting the actual payload, right? I only gotten paid like about 2 years ago when I started actually taking commissions. Other than that, it was just me and me as myself, as a kid, just trying to make games and trying to have fun. But yeah, it's just keeping on improving and just looking at what I was making 2 years ago, and now there's like a stellar difference in what I'm making and what people I'm working with. And that brings me to my next concept, that it's going to take a lot of time. If you guys do not have the patience of all of this, you guys shouldn't actually be trying to pursue this, because it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience. There's a big reason why these big shot devs like Dobig or Jandel, most of you guys recognize some of these names, or I don't know, there's a bunch of them. There's a reason why they have been making games from 2009 and even earlier, since most of you guys were not even born then, right? So you can just see how long it took these guys to actually create hits and create hits consistently. Like, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort and dedication. Hats off to anyone who's actually been developing for that long and is actually making it, because the amount of dedication and failures these guys probably have achieved before they got a hit is insane. And that comes down to the time this takes. Like, if you want success, it takes just that, right? So let's go ahead and look over some statistics, for example, of how much these Roblox games can actually generate. All right, so now we pulled up the Data 40 website of top earning games in 2024, which is this year, and it's actually going to be closing out pretty soon, aka this list. And these are the list of the biggest games currently on the platform and how much they're earning. Most of you guys do not even know this website exists. That's why I'm going to show it to you guys. So basically, the process of earning money on Roblox is just something I touched upon. So game creation, in-game purchases, and then you can exchange Robux, and there's also premium payouts, and you can also advertise your own games with the money that you earn. And Roblox profitability is based on their user base, etc. So here's some absurd numbers. Brookhaven, which I actually thought it was earning a lot less than Bloxfruits. Brookhaven in 2024 notably made around $56 million. Now I just want to put this in perspective of how big this number actually is, and like, this is something like most of you guys, like, generally speaking, will not be able to touch in your entire lifetimes. Some of you will, of course. It all comes down to how much you want to push yourself. Anything is possible if you push yourself, but most of you guys, like, the amount of sacrifice and content you need to achieve some of these numbers is insane. And that's why I said take these numbers with a grain of salt, because I'm not teaching you how to make this amount in this video. It takes very long time, and like, people, like last video that I made on how I earn money through Roblox. People got mad because they thought they would like earn these numbers or these figures like just by starting something and just by like trying. Like this comes down to years and years. Like Brookhaven was released like so long ago. You guys don't even understand. 10 years probably. So the amount it's earning right now is well deserved, especially with Blox Fruits too. And this number is just basically crazy. This is 1 year of work, and this is basically a bigger number than like most of us will achieve in a lifetime. It's pretty crazy. And then there's some notable mentions right here. You guys can see the actual gap of how much these games are generating, and then some of these. But these guys, like, you guys don't even realize how much this is in a year. This is just a year. Like, people do not make this in their entire lifetimes, and these games are making this in a year. So I'm just opening your eyes on how big this platform actually is and how much potential it has. And if you're looking to chase something like this and you're looking to get some of these results, it's gonna take a lot of effort and dedication, but I believe it's worth it at the end because these games are actually insane. Yeah, these numbers are actually pretty absurd. Now here's my friend Tommy, and he's basically from our academy. He's a friend I've known for a short amount of time as of now, but I've been working for him for a bit. And if you guys didn't know, also I opened up an academy where I teach people about Roblox and scripting, and not just scripting in general, but basically we have many professors that teach modeling, VFX, animations, commissions, finances, UI, aka user interface, TikTok, Lua, and much more. And well, Tommy, he also made a 20,000 player game, as you guys can see right here. He posted this in our academy, and basically this is a game he designed and created. So all hats off to him. This is all of his achievements, and yeah, basically Tommy sold this game to this dope big guy, which I've mentioned a lot in my video, like at least in this video. And although I won't disclose like numbers, like it was a huge amount, I don't even know what the exact numbers are, but I have seen a screenshot of 1 month of earnings from this game, and it only had 20,000 players for about a few days. So this game was averaging 5,000 to 10,000 players, and this game has made approximately 50 million Robux in the lifespan of the game, which was 1 month. And let's just go ahead and calculate actually how much that actually is. All right, boys, so we pulled up the calculator. So let's go 50, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is, bro, like this is actually insane. 50 million Robux. Now, again, these guys did not have the whole cut. When you're hiring people, of course, your cut is going to be a lot less, but 30 to 40% of this is actually abysmal, like in a month. Yeah, you just can see like how much yeah, this is pretty insane. And this is coming from a children's game, bro. Like, as you can see, Roblox is like a huge opportunity, but like, why is it so overlooked? Well, it comes down to the fact that the barrier of entry for this industry is very high because services are expensive, and it's very hard to make a good game if you aren't a Roblox player for years, because you just don't know what people play and what might actually hit in these numbers. And as you can see, there's so many games that have tens of thousands of players, and this is just only gonna grow each year. So each year is gonna get even crazier and crazier. Like, it's actually an insane opportunity. And why is that good though for people that have already been there? Well, people like us and people that are not new, this industry is not oversaturated, and it never will be, because it will only grow and keep like the same saturation, but there's going to be more money coming in and more players coming in. And now that you see the potential, like, is this going to be the right pick for you and actually what you want to do? Well, most of you guys struggle to actually do a certain service. Like, most of you guys cannot make games because you do not know scripting, modeling. That's fine. You can even make a game without knowing that, but you do need budgets to start that, obviously, right? Most of you guys struggle to do an actual service, which is why you guys should start with doing commissions, and that's why I would suggest all beginners to start doing commissions. And yeah, now of course most of you guys can do all of this on your own. Most of you guys can go ahead and try learn scripting, blah blah blah, on YouTube, and I recommend it to a certain extent to start. Although if you're looking to expand and cut the learning curve a lot by getting into this billion-dollar industry, I think the academy that I have made might be the actual best bet for you. So as you guys can see, this is the academy I have made, and I think I made it about 5 to 6 months ago, and we have been getting crazy results from the moment it was made. And basically, I'm gonna show you some wins that we had in the past. Now, we did get our Discord server got raided, so a lot of them got wiped out. But if you guys want to see more results that are not shown here, because this whole channel of screenshots got wiped out. I don't even know why. There was like some bot leak or something that basically deleted all the channels, which is pretty rough. But we managed to get everything back and all the content back. But basically, we had a lot of stuff. You can check out my previous videos that are tied to I think it's how our student made 2 grand in 1 month since joining the academy, and then also I think another one where I made like I don't even know what's it called though, but basically these are some of the wins. So we have Tommy right here, as I showed you guys. This is one of the Vuuk's games that he made that reached almost 1.5k players. These are some of the wins we had before. He made all the money back from the academy in 1 commission. And then we have our other student right here who made 530 Canadian, first win in the academy since starting. And yeah, this was pretty insane. Also closed off a game commission for $2,500 in Robux. This was another win from him. Then we also have Arnav right here getting 7 grand on his PayPal from doing commissions. Also another game right here for 500 that was sold, 500 USD, so 700 Canadian. And then yeah, this was the same thing. Yeah, this was another one actually. This isn't even the same one. Yeah, that is crazy. And then some of these videos again, which I do recommend you guys check out, which should be great. And as you see again, well, our Discord got raided. We're trying to recover all the wins. RIP wins channel, though we had like 100 messages. That's why I said you guys should check these videos out, especially this one I recommend, and also this one. They're pretty cool. And then as far as learning materials go, we have a bunch, I think over 50 hours of content. We have announcements right here, mentality course, which is a new thing. We're still recording videos for those. Then we have the commissions course, again, one of the biggest ones in our academy. Then we have the Lua courses, so coding, modeling, animations, user interface, VFX, TikTok advertising, data sets, and finances. And then we also have recorded lives, and we do have live lessons of everything in the academy. So basically live lessons, you guys can hop in and I'll help you guys out with any questions you might have. And also we have all packs where you can download all the packs from my store. So you guys know vuukstudios.com. If you go right there, you can have all the packs basically with tier 2, and then we also have a bunch of chats right here. Tier 1 academy wins, we have tickets for people to help them out one-on-one personally, and then we have a bunch of different things like VCs, lives, etc., and a bunch of other stuff. So if you guys go ahead and get in the first link in the description, it's gonna prompt you up to this page right here, which basically shows you everything that we have currently, and basically just some of these things. Yeah, I do have a lot of these people just like, yeah, look at this, bro, like, thank you. I'll get a client to buy my game for 500. And just people, yeah, there's a bunch of results right here of people just learning how to do commissions properly and how to actually sell themselves, and then how to do any of these services and actually sell them to people. And basically we have 2 options right here, the tier 1 and tier 2, and the tier 2 is the one that has all the packs on my store, so it's basically pretty cool. And then we have reviews right here. There's a bunch of them. Great academy, leave your wife and kids for this, and I've made a huge jump in Roblox, Lua, blah blah blah. And then you can just learn more about everything right here, and some questions right here. And then you can choose right here if you want to do tier 1, tier 2, blah blah blah. But other than that, it should be pretty easy. Just link your Discord and you're gonna get a Discord invite. And yeah, if you're looking to get more into this, now again, this is completely optional. You guys can also use YouTube to learn a lot, although the amount of information there, and I think a lot of people do a lot of gatekeeping on YouTube videos, which is why I best believe you should have some of these communities or people that have like a network, because this is not just a learning material. It's mainly just a community of developers trying to get to be better and grow, and actually level up with each and every single one being better every single day. So if you guys do align with those motives and you guys think that will be a good idea for you, then it's going to be the first link in the description. I hope to see you guys there. Other than that, I hope you guys learned a lot in this video, and hope you guys actually liked everything I've showed you and are interested in getting a peek into Roblox and its industry, and start creating better and bigger games. And yeah, I think we should all take this info and grow along with it. And yeah, whether you guys choose to go and join us or not, if you guys choose to do something completely else, I don't even know, bro, drop shipping, trading, whatever, you guys can just go ahead. And I'm just showing you guys the potential of actually, if you stick to something for a decent amount of time and you actually put your all into it, how much results you can earn and get. So it's pretty cool and pretty crazy. Hope you guys found the information useful in this video, and without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss these cool videos that are where I drop some sauce for you guys. But without further ado, I'll catch you boys in the next video. Peace.